मेरा ऐसे पर्सनल उसके लिए रेबेलियन है, मतलब ठीक है भाई मैं खड़ा हो जाऊंगा, इट्स अ ग्रेट थिंग, लेकिन मेरा एक पर्सनल रेबेलियन रहता है कि मैं फोन देखते रहूंगा उसमें, कि कि you can tell me to stand, it's fine, but you can't tell me to direct where my eyes are, right? So that kind of thing I do. And every time I try, it's kind of like a provocative thing, right? You want to attract attention,
पंगे लेने हैं
and
तेरे को.
पंगे फालतू के
हाँ
लेने हैं तो,
हाँ
and you'll usually कोई कुछ करता नहीं है, it's also like a thing कि कोई इतना effort लेगा क्या कि they will
हाँ
step over to you and say excuse me please
हाँ
don't do that, like because it's not causing anybody any inconvenience, right? And it's not even like it's on that borderline of कि यार ये गलत है या सही है या ठीक है, मतलब
हाँ
whatever.
हाँ.
तो बट या आज वो हो गया, आज वो लाइन ब्रेक हो गई, एक आंटी आ गई
तो
और उन्होंने बोल दिया एक्सक्यूज मी इट्स लिटिल डिसरिस्पेक्टफुल ऑफ यू.
ये
ऐसे
आई
बोला
डोंट
क्या?
थिंक ऑडियंस को पूरा कॉन्टेक्स्ट मिला. आई थिंक दे स्टार्टेड हियरिंग फ्रॉम व्हेन यू सेड कि योर पर्सनल रिबेलियन. तो व्हाट ही वाज सेइंग इज कि जब नेशनल एंथम होता है, जो प्ले होता है मूवीज में बिफोर अ मूवी स्टार्ट्स, एटलीस्ट इन मुंबई दैट हैपन इन महाराष्ट्र, आई डोंट नो इफ इट डजंट हैपन एवरीवेयर. तो भरत एक चीज़ करता है विच इज़ टू चेक हिज फोन थ्रू आउट, विच इज हिज हाफ रिबेलियन जो ये कह रहा था. तो आप कह रहे थे आज आपको आपके पंगे में एक आंटी ने आपको आके कुछ कहा, कुछ टीका टिप्पणी की आपके ऊपर कोई. हाँ तो क्या था?
मैंने कुछ नहीं, यही उन्होंने बोला कि आई थिंक इट्स highly disrespectful of you to look at your phone while the national anthem is playing.
बट भरत सच्ची बताऊं,
It is
बहुत
very
ही petty है
disrespectful.
यार. Your rebellion is very petty.
ये बहुत ही सस्ता रिबेलियन.
बहुत सस्ता है भाई, कुछ नहीं है, तो इसीलिए तो करता हूँ ना मैं, क्योंकि और कुछ
और
करना
कर,
will be,
दिखाना है तो.
और कुछ करना will be actually doing something substantial. वो नहीं करना मुझे ना, मैं इतना ही कर सकता हूँ और इतना ही करना है मुझे at this point.
And
तो that's the thing.
EMI में revolution आ रहा है.
with that peaceful opening to episode 114 of the Discontent podcast. I'm Aditya Khanna, with me are Bharat Misra.
Hello.
And a very stressed Himanshu Arya rubbing his eyes.
No, not stressed.
हाँ.
But hi guys, what's up?
You look a little frazzled. क्या नहीं ना?
तूने अरे हैप्पी होली टू एवरीबडी who was celebrating. किसने आज मनाई होली? हिमांशु तू कुछ किया आज होली पे?
Nope, I didn't. I just played for the last 2 days. I've been playing. My brother got a PS5 recently, तो मैंने बोला लेकर आओ मेरे घर. We hung out for 2 days, at Sunday and Monday today. हम लोग पता नहीं कितने, मतलब 10 hours first day, 10 hours second day. हम लोग बस PS5 खेल.
क्या खेल रहे थे तुम लोग? क्या खेल रहे थे?
Wizard, Hogwarts a Legacy, and then we played. Bro, it's good. It's not bad, and it's not at all about Harry and Ron and Hermione.
You're a new character, na?
You're a new character, new story, there's no Voldemort. Everything is completely different, but yet there is some connections, very basic. Like Hogwarts is the connection, so it's pretty good.
But is there a villain which is it's like a
there
new
is
lore?
The villain is like, there's a goblin. He's a villain, and
जो उसमें वो रहता है ना, जो बैंकर्स ग्रिंगॉट्स.
ग्रिंगॉट्स का एक गॉब्लिन है, वो एक विलन है. एंड देयर आर
also
वो तेरे को पता है ना, वो दैट वाज अ वेरी बैड स्टेरियोटाइप ऑफ जूस. या
देन बट काफी स्टोरी है. लाइक देयर आर गुड गॉब्लिन्स, बैड गॉब्लिन्स, व्हाटएवर. एंड द मेन कैरेक्टर इज नॉट इवन द मेन कैरेक्टर. The main character is like Ron. You get it? Like he's not Harry.
तेरा दोस्त है main character basically.
नहीं, मतलब the person you are playing is not Harry Potter type main character. You're playing somewhat of a Ron.
One second, and you have a projector. तो तू projector पे खेल रहा है ना? That is.
हाँ, I played on a big screen.
That is crazy.
My brother had a PS5 and I have a projector. We decided to combine it and
forces.
Go all out. And it's really epic. I still, अभी मेरा भाई अभी बाहर खेल ही रहे, तो
तूने तेरे दादाजी को भी खिलाया ना? मैंने देखा था.
हाँ,
तूने स्टोरी डाली थी.
The best part is he could play it because you can walk around, feed animals, do this and that, and he could play it. He was flying around Hogwarts, and he said हाँ झाड़ू पे उड़ रहा हूँ मैं. He got it. So I think
it does sometimes blow your mind when you like talk to grandparents. If you have old grandparents and who are still around, because even my grandparents are pretty old, and to see how technology ka jo, where they started from when they were born to like now where you can just like fly around a virtual fucking school.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Samraj Agarwal, ऐसे technology की बात चल रही है, तो he said Himanshu's frame looks like he's in another podcast altogether, which is a compliment, especially since Samraj is a cinematographer. So this is a good thing.
Rule of thirds चल रहा है मेरे उसमें.
एक fan भी तूने must aesthetically placed fan है पीछे. You know, it looks very nice.
And you're looking fashionably off screen also.
हाँ.
I'm looking अभी है ना.
आज एकदम perfect angle. Normally हिमांशु इधर एकदम ही ऐसा या थोड़ा ऐसे, आज
इसका वो रील वाला एंगल है जो रील में लोग डालते हैं ना when they talk off screen.
हाँ भाई, एक चीज मैंने देखी है, तेरे को पता है there are fake podcasts now. Do you guys know this concept?
I know this.
लोग जिनको पॉडकास्ट नहीं करना, जिनको खाली 2 लाइन का ज्ञान देना है, तो वो लोग 2 लाइन बोलते हैं as if talking to somebody else, but there is nobody else. So they just shoot themselves as if they're in a podcast, in that whole podcast setup with a mic and everything, but they're just saying shit. Which is amazing.
I've seen people trolling like like they're talking to themselves and it's a podcast.
नहीं वो तो अलग है. This is there is a full conceit. वो दूसरे बंदे को दिखाते नहीं है. You are assuming that there is somebody, पर वो है नहीं कुछ podcast. हाँ, काफ़ी से हमें भी यही करना चाहिए था आई थिंक शुरू से. अगर गोल रील बनाना ही है फाइनली, तो क्यों, व्हाई डू यू हैव दिस मिडिल स्टेज ऑफ, यू नो, विद दैट वी वेलकम. हाँ, कन्वर्सेशन तो करना ही नहीं है भाई, सबसे खराब चीज़.
वन लाइनर लिखते हैं.
With that, I think today's topics, we have quite a few things. It's also a bit of a chill episode क्योंकि काफ़ी सारे heavy Oscar related ये सब काफ़ी हो रहा था. So I think we can talk about, there's a couple of movies, Madgaon Express जो मैंने नहीं देखी, और दूसरी मूवी लापता लेडीज़ जो मैंने also नहीं देखी, but तुम दोनों ने देखी. I think दोनों देखी है. भरत, तूने भी?
हाँ, आज देख ली मैंने Madgaon.
तो you guys can really sort of talk about that. I think Madgaon Express, the way I have read about it or whatever I've seen about it, it's that people are calling it a comeback of like Priyadarshan style comedies, like big comedies with a lot of gags.
Do you know Aditya, you know who wrote it, right?
Kunal Khemu's written and directed, which is very interesting also. So
yeah. So I think that is the मेरे को तो सबसे ज़्यादा surprising वही लगा, like it's probably his debut. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It is his debut.
It's quite a strong debut. It's very interesting. It's very funny. मुझे तो अच्छा लगा Madgaon Express. And it's dank also, yeah, in the middle. And they know when they're going dank. And so they kind of blame it on the drugs. When the character goes a little dank, they're like, it's because he's high. But they clearly, they cross a line with some jokes, and they come back when he's fine. When everything
before you all can continue, I think that tradition is good. Bharat, summarize this movie in a couple of lines, if you can.
It's about these 3 friends who are like mid-30s or something. They've always wanted to go to Goa as kids and then as college kids, but for some reason or the other they couldn't. And now is the time when all of the 3 friends who are in separate parts of the world, they come together and they go to Goa, but then shit goes down in Goa.
So basically like Go Goa Gone kind of. Yeah.
Kind of Go Goa Gone, but what happens in Goa is very drastically different.
Okay, nice.
It's a little like Hangover in a way. And yeah, Hangover is I think the closest I can, you know.
Also, it's produced by these guys, right? Farhan Akhtar and what's the other person's name? I'm forgetting.
Ritesh Sidhwani.
Ritesh Sidhwani. So the film is littered with references.
It's full like Dil Chahta Hai,
Dil Dhadakne Do,
ये
Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara.
एक production house ने, and मतलब you know full credit to them and respect everything, but इन्होंने अपने पूरे धंधे को ही एक tourism वो बना चुके हैं ना ये लोग. मतलब गोवा जाते हैं या स्पेन जाते हैं या कहीं और जाते हैं या क्रूज पे जाते हैं. It's just always one of these.
Honeymoon Travels Private
Honeymoon
Limited
Travels भी था एक movie, which was a great movie also.
Lakshya is also there in this. There are references.
Lakshya also is technically a destination. It's just that.
Yeah.
भाई लक्ष्य का reference is the best reference in the film. I think that is the best joke.
क्या था रेफरेंस बता दे चल
अभी बोल दूं क्या ये सब थोड़ा सा मतलब
चल, ठीक
सरप्राइज
है,
एलिमेंट
okay.
रहे.
एक दे दे, आई थिंक
एक
दे
दे
सकते
सकते
हैं,
हैं, I
हल्का
think.
सा दे दे.
Spoiler alert, I guess, for the punchline.
First of
punchline
first of
alert.
all, the whole film is very bakchod. It reminded me of Andaz Apna Apna because nothing is serious. Like no track is ever given any kind of heft. Okay, everything is a joke.
Right.
So even when you think it's going to get emotional or like all of that, it just builds up to a joke. And that is the good part. So there's a point where they have to take a train, right? And two of the friends are rich, and one of them is pretending to be rich. Should I tell all this?
I think it's more like rich, middle class, and lower income.
Basically वही ZNMD भाई वापस से. It was the same thing. हाँ.
तो जो pretend कर रहा है ना रिच होने का, वो ऐसा बता रहा है कि यार हम लोग ना सस्ते में जाएंगे क्योंकि हमारे बचपन में ऐसे ही जाते ना, हम लोग कॉलेज में जाते तो घटिया में जाते ना.
Correct. हाँ.
So he gives a whole rousing speech और पीछे लक्ष्य का म्यूजिक बजता है कि क्यों हमें ट्रेन से जाना चाहिए.
Okay.
कि हमारे देश की ट्रेन्स.
One of those gags. Yeah.
And people start clapping. Okay, everybody stops. The whole railway station stops and they start clapping, and it's a nice scene.
Nice.
I think it's I didn't love it as much as Himanshu did. I think it kind of became a stretch for me.
Later, na second half.
Second half was like, okay, bhai, abhi ho gaya, and then the humor also kind of becomes a little juvenile too much. Like it's like हाँ एक घंटे से मैं उसी jokes पे हंस रहा हूँ. So it kind of lost steam, but I think the acting is really good. I think this is top tier comedy acting by I think the two of the actors, I would say.
Which ones? Are you talking about
Pratik Gandhi,
who's killed it, na?
Pratik
Gandhi killed it.
I think really funny.
You'll love him after watching this movie. You'll probably want to watch more of him. Like I know Scam did it for him, but I really want people to watch this.
And it's a complete different. Of course, Scam is a completely different riff, but his acting performance and his range is completely different here. Yeah. And Divyendu also is a good. You guys remember him from Panchnama, Pyar Ka Panchnama, and
Mirzapur.
Yeah,
he's a very good.
But I liked Kanchan Comedy and the other character also. The bad guys of the movie. The bad guys of the movie are really good.
Yeah,
really funny.
There really haven't been that many out and out comedies, right, for such a long time. Yeah. I think
it's
that's
very fresh that way.
Yeah, it's fresh. I feel थोड़ा सा amateurishness आती है direction से, मुझे ऐसा लगा. But that's okay. It's okay. It's a fine film. I would say.
It's way better than like a lot of other trashy movies that are coming out. So I would say
Khanna is frozen for a bit. Yeah.
We are all frozen on the stream. At least I can see that. Wait. I think this is a time when we have to go back to Zoom. Because Streamlabs, this is open disk to Streamlabs. तुम्हारा कचरा है software, ठीक है, तुमको आता नहीं चलाने को, and learn something from Zoom. We fucking switched our whole system and you still suck ass. Come on.
Also lower res हो गया. मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि YouTube पे it was like HD and like on Streamlabs it's 720.
अब ठीक है, चलो anyway, continue what you were. Who was saying what?
नहीं यार, I think देखना चाहिए. And there are certain gags that I really found funny in Madgaon. And Pratik Gandhi का तो पूरा arc ही मतलब मुझे काफी अच्छा लगा. I think just for him, without spoiling, Madgaon तो is like a fun film that you should watch with maybe family. I don't know, family वाला viewing, I don't know.
Family not so much. थोड़ा सा gore आ जाता है बीच में.
Okay.
हाँ. थोड़ा सा walkouts हो गए थे मेरे theater में. Full family crowd था. And at one point they were like, okay, we're done.
Oh, इतना crass हो जाता है क्या आगे जाके?
मतलब crass in the sense.
It gets dank also.
Now I'm tempted to go a little bit.
It kind of will remind you of Delhi Belly. Delhi Belly का जिस type का pushing the humor है ना, वैसा है.
Right. Delhi Belly was another great comedy. I think that's what we get starved of these things when we go down these. It's very fun to track Bollywood trends क्योंकि इतना स्विंग करते हैं, इतना मिल्क करते हैं एक चीज़ को एक बार पकड़ लिया तो मतलब 10 साल अगर एक कॉमेडी हिट हो गई हेरा फेरी तो मतलब 10-15 साल तक सिर्फ वही चलेगी until it dies and then one other comedy comes up. But what do you guys...
I think we should like figure out more movies on this tangent. Like
Hmm.
if Delhi Belly and Go Go Gone are the only other two, and this Madgaon Express seems to be the third in this list, there should be like a bigger list, right? It
No,
feels
there are
like there's hardly.
lots. There are so many. There were
I
like
would
Bhool
say,
Bhulaiya was one. There was
No, yaar, it's not like Bhool Bhulaiya.
it's not
okay.
Bhul See, I
Hangama
think
was the whole again
You're
Priyadarshan, Halchal, whatever.
you're
I haven't seen
clubbing.
these. Yeah.
you not.
No, I haven't
See,
seen this
मुझे
one. Sorry, so I can't. Yeah, you're right.
मुझे क्या लगता है कि the commitment to comedy being consistent, like in the
हाँ.
sense ये नहीं है कि the movie shifts track and it becomes like Halchal and all these films, or they become in something else after a point and you're like okay, ठीक है,
Right.
fine. But like for example, Andaz Apna Apna also I would say is in the same category because
Yeah.
it never loses the comedy of it.
अच्छा हिमांशु, अगर तू क्रास के हिसाब से बोल रहा था, आई थिंक द क्रासेस्ट मूवी दैट टॉप्स दिस लिस्ट इज उर्फ प्रोफेसर. आई थिंक
Oh, yeah.
आई थिंक
Yeah.
दैट वन इज really
Yeah, it
goes
it's
hard.
so it's not just crass, but Ur Professor also has a similar like tongue-in-cheek humor.
Hmm.
So it's not, even if Ur Professor wasn't dirty, it would still have like
Hmm.
it the tone, right? I feel like this it's the tone. Go Gone also has it to some extent.
भाई Urf Professor was very crass.
Very
Remember?
extra crass. तेरे को याद
Extra,
नहीं आ रहा
extra.
शायद, but it
मुझे याद है,
was
मुझे याद है.
yeah.
I know.
तेरे को याद है
I'm
वो
saying-
स्नाइपर वाला?
हाँ, स्नाइपर वाला पूरा
The
scene.
snipe-
Yeah.
the
That
sniper guy is
intercut.
trying to yeah.
There is even a guy jacking off in a bathroom in
Oh,
one
yeah.
in one of the cutaways. The husband who's put the hit. It's a pretty crazy.
I remember
movie.
there's like dead body jokes in Urf Professor. There is a lot of sex humor.
Yeah.
And the opening scene is the most, I think, on the
It's an
Yeah.
iconic
Yeah.
opening scene in history
Yeah.
of Bollywood.
Yeah, if you like Madgaon Express, then Urf Professor is on YouTube, guys.
Yeah.
By the way, Mr. Pink ने comment किया है. Shubhra Gupta, who's a film critic, she said her review calls it an unfunny, unfulfilling, dil chata hai wannabe. Is that true? Do you get shades of that?
Yeah, I think there is something to I can get behind that. I think it's not like objectively like हाँ यार ये तो funny ही है. It might or might not work for you because I personally think Aditya you might not love it as much as any
Okay.
of us, both of us. मुझे लगता है तेरे type का humor नहीं है. It becomes a little childish
Okay.
in a way.
Thank you, yaar.
But yeah.
But I
Hey,
haven't.
fair, I get you. Fair. It's not maybe everybody's cup of
Yeah.
water.
Nice. So anything I think there is, we should at some point or right now focus on how some of these comedy movies are structured, and our favorite comedies across over the years, just briefly, because they follow such a similar pattern, which is they follow the 3-act structure, but they have very specific beats. कि usually the last beat is कि end में सब कुछ पागल हो जाओ, सब लोग ही पागल हो जाओ,
वो है इसमें भी।
and वो चीज़ very, I think Guy Ritchie sort of perfected that, and इसीलिए Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrel fits so well as a फिर हेरा फेरी. मतलब even though that's exactly the same movie, it just fit really well क्योंकि वो style is very very similar.
And Priyadarshan का भी वो famous है ना, every movie ends with some big maha kalesh.
Correct. या तो सर्कस होता है, या हंगामा में जैसे फैक्ट्री थी, उसमें वेयर हाउस था हेरा फेरी में.
वेलकम में वो घर था, फार्म.
हाँ. वेलकम उसकी है भी नहीं.
वेलकम है नहीं उसके, अनीस बाज़मी की, बट इट माइट एज वेल बी अ प्रियदर्शन मूवी. दैट्स राइट. Yeah. Anyone watched Welcome Back, which was नहीं ना?
No, I didn't. But I'll tell you one thing I remember from it. जब trailer आई थी and we were all studying filmmaking at that time, so we were just learning the basics of cinematography and all that. So the first, I think the first film that I could criticize with that eye was like Welcome Back का trailer. I think एक तो Akshay is not there, okay, John Abraham and all of that. So already people are criticizing it, and then I'm like, यार ये shot overexposed लग रहा है मेरे को trailer में, कुछ गलत है.
नहीं,
So
I think a lot of these movies like Welcome became a super hit. Not just, I think it was a hit when it released also, but even after it gained a lot of meme material. It became, a lot of scenes were turned into memes. A lot of those, because they're gags, so they're naturally they belong in the meme section also. So because it became very big, they thought we'll do like a sequel, and we'll get all these people क्योंकि already hit वो चीज़ें. But I think when you go in with that knowledge, you can't recreate that as easily. You know, that whole charm of the first whatever those throwaway lines will look very odd. वो grow होती है तुम्हारे ऊपर. It doesn't immediately hit.
तुम्हें पता है ना हंगामा 2 भी आ चुकी है
With Shilpa
by
Shetty.
Priyadarshन.
Yeah.
शिल्पा शेट्टी
Very
परेश
weird.
रावल.
ट्रेलर देखा मैंने उसका. मैंने मूवी देखने का हिम्मत नहीं हुई मेरी.
And why is it Hangama 2? I don't know. I've not even seen it. क्या है उसमें?
It's got nothing to do with the first movie, na? There's absolutely nothing. Yeah.
It's as far as I know, unless somebody can correct me.
यार sequel तो ये लोग मतलब
Bro, but the way it's all spiritual sequels at this point. See, Munna Bhai also 1 and 2 not connected. Race 1, 2, 3 not
it's
connected.
not even spiritual anymore. It's like an atheist sequel. Okay, it's not. There has to be some connection. I think Bhool Bhulaiya 1 and 2 also has nothing to do with each other. Like
Bro,
Bhool
Race
Bhulaiya 1
3
का
was
whole
the Race 3 hit me, bro. Like Race 1 and Race 2, at least
भाई
Saif Ali Khan is there.
Race
At
3 का
least
director has a big
directors-
role in this film in Madgaon.
who is Race 3
Remo.
का director? Oh, Remo.
Remo.
Okay. हाँ.
Remo has acted the worst in this film.
What is with choreographers becoming directors in Bollywood? I think लोग बोलते हैं ना
And
कि
directors.
जैसे लोगों को पूछते हैं ना कि कोई बड़ा कोई स्टार राइटर डायरेक्टर एक्टर जो भी है, आप यंग लोगों को क्या एडवाइस देंगे जो इंडस्ट्री में आना चाहते हैं? भाई कोरियोग्राफर बनो, ठुम के लगाने सीखो, स्क्रिप्ट रिप होते रहेगी बाद में, ठीक है? क्योंकि भाई प्रभुदेवा, रेमो, फराह खान, so many
अहमद
people.
खान भी है क्या भाई?
Yeah. So just crazy amount of choreographers somehow get direction gigs. वहीं बेचारे राइटर्स पीछे रह जाते हैं क्योंकि उनको पार्टी में डांस करना नहीं आता ना, तो फिर वो आ नहीं पाता है एक्चुअली. It is a Sautela / adopted sequel. Amir Khan has said. Amir Khan about this मतलब just the term, any kind of sequel. Mr. Pink, I need a favor. As someone not familiar with Bollywood, I don't get all the Bollywood references that people use at workplace or social settings. Please make a list of essential Bollywood films to watch. क्या देख, हाँ देख, for a normie office, normie audience के साथ हम भी काफ़ी बार deal करते हैं when it comes to cinema. There's very certain movies के references आते हैं. ये कौन से? एक तो Welcome तो आता ही है.
ये जवानी है दीवानी और तमाशा.
हाँ नहीं but those are हाँ.
If you're an idiot, then गोलमाल के आएंगे बहुत सारे.
हाँ. वो ऑल द बेस्ट का वो क्या है, वो आई एम जोकिंग का वो कर देगा कोई ऑफिस. मेरे को लगता है
ऑल द
काफी
बेस्ट
लोग
का नहीं है भाई.
जो भी मूवी का है भाई, वो जो संजय मिश्रा.
आखिरी पास्ता from I think the Adam Sandler
From Houseful.
That's Houseful. नहीं आई वाज थिंकिंग संजय मिश्रा का भी कुछ तो डायलॉग है, just chill ऐसे कुछ तो बोलते रहता है. Yeah. So I think a lot of these things we should make a list. This is also a great we would love it if you give us these kind of movie suggestions, movie issues and movie problems, you know, and we can try to tell you how to deal with them. This is a fun
And then
thing.
we'll charge 1 lakh for 15 minutes.
1 lakh for 15 minutes. This is a beautiful segue into a very थोड़ा seat adjust कर लेते हैं क्योंकि ये मजेदार topic आया है. Anurag Kashyap, जाने माने writer or director and actor at times, and you know, all of us big fans, no need to say it anymore. I mean, everyone loves him. Everyone's messiah. Muad'Dib himself has given a statement on Instagram. Let's just see what Lisan Al-Gaib has said. One second.
It is written.
I think it's like March ender आ रहा है ना अभी.
हाँ.
सबके लगे पड़े तो.
I'm going to read out what Anurag Kashyap has said. Okay. He has said, I wasted a lot of time trying to help newcomers and mostly ended up with mediocre shit. So now onwards, I don't want to waste my time with meeting random people who think they are creative geniuses. So I will now have rates. If someone wants to meet me for 10 to 15 minutes, I will charge 1 lakh. For half hour, 2 lakhs. And for 1 hour, 5 lakhs. That's the rate. Space bar and then full stop, by the way. I am tired of wasting time meeting people. If you really think you can afford it, call me or stay the fuck away. And all paid in advance. So, what are your opinions on this? Newcomers who make, as 3 newcomers who make mediocre shit. What are your opinions on this, guys?
At least it suggests that, you know, you can approach him if you have the money. I mean, that's the other way to look at it. But I'll tell you one thing. It reminded me of my internship at Phantom Films, where there was stacks of scripts, and every day people would want to meet him, and they would stand outside the gate and, you know, try to get in somehow. So I feel like it, from his perspective, this probably makes sense. But of course, from our perspective, this makes no sense, right? So I kind of empathized. I don't know about you guys.
Fair enough. I don't think he's serious about the money thing also. I think it's just a way to tell people to fuck
he
off.
might be. He
नहीं
might
भाई
know.
क्या बात ये कैसा ये क्या वो है भाई वो थोड़ी ना वो बोलेगा कि हाँ भाई जीपे करते 5 लाख ऐसे तो हम पॉडकास्ट से बुलाएंगे सर को तो हम तो अफोर्ड ही नहीं कर पाएंगे इतने साल तक कोई हम हमारा 5 लाख नहीं है
but I think this is not this. I mean, if we have to look at it seriously, if this message has to be taken with any kind of seriousness, I think this is only for strangers, and I am sure that he's mobbed like every day, because there's so many people whom I know would die to kind of meet Kashyap and pitch their story, which they think, you know, yahi hai bhai, ye to Kashyap hi bana sakta hai aur ye to best rahega. So I'm sure that is where it's coming from. Of course, he won't charge that much money.
I don't think he will charge anything, dude. I don't think that is a real, yeah.
Also, अगर कोई रेफरेंस के थ्रू आ रहा है तो आई एम श्योर वो मिलेगा, बट ऐसा कोल्ड मीटिंग कोई तो करता नहीं पहली बात.
करेक्ट.
तुम किसी से कोल्ड मीटिंग करके देख लो, मतलब 5 लाख 10 लाख जितना भी, nobody is interested, right, to meet.
तो मेरा इस पर यही ओपिनियन है. आई थिंक आई गेट व्हाट यू गाइस आर सेइंग एंड हिमांशु had once told me a very funny story because when he was working at Phantom, कोई तो बंदा आया था to meet him. He was waiting outside the office and Anurag Kashyap was wearing a bicycle suit, like a cycling suit, and he just went past him and he did not realize that was Anurag Kashyap. तो तूने उसको बताया ना 5 मिनट बाद जब जा चुके थे कि वो थे, वो जा चुके आपके पीछे से साइकिलिंग करते करते, तो अभी आप रिक्शा पकड़ के.
So for some fucking reason I was given the task of like asking this guy to leave. He was inside the campus, but he didn't know where to go, what to do. So I was trying and मैं उसको ये समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा था कि I am also in the same boat as you, bro. Like,
तू बोलेगा भाई मैं ऑफिस में बैठ के स्क्रिप्ट नहीं पढ़वा पा रहा सर को, तो फिर कैसे?
I am also trying my level best to talk to him. There is no way I can reach him, so I don't think you walking in will get the chance. मैं खुद नहीं कर पा रहा, तो फिर मैंने ये समझा रहा था उसको. पीछे से Kashyap was cycling out of the compound with a cycling gear and all, and I was thinking एक second सोचा should I tell this guy ये तो, because the thing is ये लड़का फिर चला जाएगा ना उसके पीछे, and that's harassment.
वो तो भागने लग जाएगा भाई क्या.
And my job is not to let that happen at that point. तो मैंने फिर बोला I let that guy go, and then after 5 minutes I told this guy कि he went away right now. he went away right behind you.
I just want to what my opinion on this is, I think I get what you guys are saying, and I absolutely understand that he must be mobbed, and you know, we work in the industry, we've been pitching to people, and मतलब जो और मैं भरत जितने भी हमारे दोस्त हैं जो भी पिच करते हैं किसी को भी, there is a very standard procedure everyone follows. They find a producer in the company. Nobody goes directly, mostly to a director or to a big person. They go through the chain of command, and you find somebody, you talk to them, you send them your whatever scripts and everything, and then you wait, you know. So I think this is not a problem of people, to be honest. I think it is just about some people being obnoxious, you know. But what irks me about this is that or mera to matlab, of course it's his life and his opinion, but I just find it a little weird that you're saying that I have worked with a lot of newcomers and they've all done mediocre shit. You know, when you're passing a value judgment like that on newcomers who are coming to you, you know, for help, or I don't know if he means filmmakers he's already given a shot to and have made movies and stuff like. I don't know what exactly that means, but I just think it's a little odd to sort of blanket say no when we know that you know, Gangs of Wasseypur, he was approached by two random strangers, and of course I think it would have been a better message just to say कि भाई चूतियों की तरह मत approach करो, road पर मत approach करो, find the right people to talk to and approach you. अगर तुमको करना ही है तो उस तरीके से करो. I think that would have been a better. because a lot of people deal with it, you know. I just think it's a little odd for you to say this so in such a jarring way. But again, totally, I mean, his mental health and his whatever, मैं नहीं जीता हूँ उसकी जिंदगी, so you don't know how crazy people might be about him. So yeah.
Also, I think, I mean, okay, I'm just asking ki how do people deal with this? Let's say Kashyap before this, I'm sure he's not meeting everybody personally. I'm sure he would have a team, right? He would have at least a manager.
Yeah.
और ये हर किसी के साथ होता है.
सबके साथ.
Even we, for example, Aditya and I mean, I think we can talk about this. हमने Excel को एक स्क्रिप्ट भेजी थी जो हमने लिखी थी, राइट?
एक्सेल या टाइगर बेबी को भेजी थी, आई थिंक. टाइगर बेबी को.
एक्सेल को नहीं, हाँ टाइगर बेबी.
टाइगर बेबी को.
तो वो टाइगर बेबी का ईमेल उन्होंने उसी ने इंटरव्यू में दिया था जोया अख्तर ने कि किसी को अगर स्क्रिप्ट मुझे पिच करनी है तो यहाँ पे कर दो. हमें रिप्लाई भी आया. भाई हमें 2-4 दिन में रिप्लाई आ गया. एंड दैट गाय ऑफ कोर्स रिप्लाई वाज नेगेटिव. नहीं था अच्छा रिप्लाई, बट एटलीस्ट यू नो देयर वाज दैट वी आर नॉट गोइंग अराउंड अगेन. I think it should have been a more clearer message. It's just, I think this was said in a rage. शायद अभी किसी ने कुछ चूतियागिरी कर दी होगी तो he might have just sort of lashed out. But I think most cases people don't do this, man. Nobody approaches the top level directly कि ये लो मेरी script और अभी पढ़ो. You know, वो तो obnoxious behavior तो फालतूगिरी है. Also भाई mediocre shit की क्या बात कर रहे हो यार, मतलब.
हाँ ये दूसरा बात आता है, ये असली बात आती है. हाँ क्योंकि मैं कहता हूँ मार्टिन स्कॉर्सेसी अगर यही सेम चीज कश्यप के साथ करे तो वो तो कभी मिल ही ना पाए उससे, मतलब. करेक्ट पॉइंट. वो वाले पाँव छूने वाले फोटोशूट भी नहीं हो पाएंगे फिर तो. वो भी जो किए थे बहुत पहले. सो या आई थिंक अ लिटिल ऑफ, बट या fair enough, but definitely makes one interesting. And also मैंने Instagram पे कहा था और हमारे WhatsApp ग्रुप में भी कहा गया that is this the start of the RGV arc or the end of the RGV arc rather for Anurag Kashyap? Is that done? Also because we don't know when this one is come. Kennedy is releasing, so there is that.
Bro, that's the thing na. Kennedy का reviews भी अच्छा ही आया, like more or less positive, but then it's not getting a proper release. I think OTT में it's not coming, right?
I think वो हो ही गया है. It's like a foregone thing कि अब वो नहीं आ रही है क्योंकि क्या ही कब बन के रेडी है वो पूरी फिल्म. And it's not like it's doing some like festival rounds.
नहीं पर फेस्टिवल राउंड तो कर लिया ना.
मैं वही कह रहा हूँ कि it's done.
Correct.
So yeah.
I think okay, so that was Madgaon Express we covered. I think anything else on Madgaon Express?
नहीं, I think we should do this is a good idea. We should do a episode on favorite comedy films and why we like them. It's an interesting deep dive we can do at some point.
Right now or okay? At some point.
नहीं, some point. तुम लोगों ने लापता देखा है क्या? भरत तूने देखा है ना?
मैंने देखी है.
Please talk about it. Yeah.
You watched it just now, na? So you can talk about it and I'll add.
So compared to like Madgaon, Lapata has completely known faces, right? Except for maybe Ravi Kishan. Everybody else is like either a debut, I don't know, but I've not seen any of them.
Yeah.
And even Lapata Ladies is to some extent a comedy, but I think it's more wholesome, it's more like hearty. Yes. So I don't know, it worked for me, Lapata Ladies, and it's a decent story. I just thought ki both of the only thing that is that when these two movies came out near each other, I felt like there was something to it कि मतलब they add up to like a movement. मुझे ऐसा लगा कि you know these two seem to be really good films. They've come out together. They seem to be coming out from Bollywood only, like seemingly known people, and yet very different kind of stories. And also it's not going into the direction of ki middle class tier 3 city जो आयुष्मान खुराना and राजकुमार राव. It's not going there exactly. It's like
it's not mining that kind of वो जो एक typical वो हो गया ना कि ओ middle class quirk, you know, कि घर में ये पापा जी हैं जो दारू भी पीते चुप चुप के और सिगरेट भी फूंकते अपनी बेटी के साथ. You know all that. वो जो quirky middle class वाली scene है वो नहीं है इसमें. It doesn't mine.
जो अब तो उससे उल्टी आती है भैया वो देख कर कि
हाँ कि दादी माँ दारू पी रही हैं, गालियाँ दे रही हैं, डेटिंग ऐप पे वो बना लिया.
हो गया ये 2017 हो गया ये.
Correct.
हाँ.
So I just felt that these were fresh like
These are fresh.
together both these films coming out together, मुझे तो बहुत अच्छा लगा. I thought कि I would want something like this to come out more regularly.
Dude, so I actually enjoyed लापता Ladies as well. I felt जो मेरी मैं तुम लोगों को पहले बता देता हूँ what I'll introduce the film, right?
Yeah.
So it's basically the story of a fake, like a fictitious state called Pragati Pradesh. What is it called, Himanshu?
ऐसा ही कुछ है.
ऐसे कुछ
लापता
है.
There are many
लापता
different
Ladies.
names.
There's नहीं, but वो प्रदेश का भी नाम कुछ है, निर्मल प्रदेश या कुछ ऐसा.
हाँ.
तो कोमल something, and that Pradesh is basically Madhya Pradesh if you think about it, and it has multiple villages, and what happens is, and this is set in the early 2000s, so वो बहुत important है story के लिए क्योंकि they have those small वो polyphonic phones आते थे ना Nokia के, वैसे phones हैं. उनका all that. So the lack of technology or the lack of current technology is a major plot point. क्योंकि अगर technology आज के time की होती तो the story would not have existed. And it's basically about these two brides who are in Ghungat and they get exchanged. And what happens when they
on a train.
On a train.
Okay.
So yeah.
Like one of the husband holds the hand of another lady and takes her down on the platform with her and leaves his own wife. So that's the
premise. Okay.
And the idea being that घूंघट था इसलिए मतलब पहचान नहीं पाए अपनी वाइफ को. And then but it goes on from there, like it kind of. So थोड़ा सा मुझे जो लगा, the one problem I had was with it was that it was a little preachy. It was a little like, मतलब there are characters who are talking because they want to make a point, like they're by the way it's the same actor, the same actor as,
I know,
Kumdi. So she's done a very different role and very good in both.
Madgaon Express में and लापता Ladies both में आदित्य एक actor वो हो रहा है.
Yeah, she's a middle-aged actor. I've not seen her do a lot actually, but I've seen her face around, Yeah. She's a very good actor. She's acted beautifully in both films. But whenever she speaks in Lapata Ladies, it's like coming from a place of what the director wants to say very explicitly rather than organic. Plus also it's a little bit like, it reminded me of थोड़ा सा हल्का सा जो एक fake sweetness होता है ना, of like Malgudi days or like Panchayat, which is slightly sugar coating the reality of villages in India. So वो मुझे थोड़ा सा
bro, but I think it was required for this for that movie because my mom and dad went to watch the movie first and then they asked me to go watch it. So when they went to watch it, they basically came back and said अच्छी movie थी because कुछ गलत नहीं हुआ. Like अकेली लड़की स्टेशन में रात को गायब हो गई, कुछ भी हो सकता था, कुछ गलत नहीं हुआ. And that's how they pushed me to watch it. I said ठीक है, I'll watch it because you said, but your point doesn't make sense, but I'll still watch it.
By the way, Genius has said भाई लोग तो consistent हो गए. So thank you Genius, and with that Mr. Pink, another suggestion for your bank that you're creating of knowing movie references when talking to your office people. तो इसमें आप ये ऐसा टाइप बोल सकते हो कि पैसा दो तो क्या कुछ नहीं हो सकता वाला जो मीम है, वो भी आप एक ऐड जो लोग यूज़ करते हैं वहाँ पर, क्योंकि हमें पिछले 2-3 एपिसोड से काफ़ी सारे पैसे मिल रहे थे फॉर सम रीज़न, तो अपने आप आदमी कंसिस्टेंट हो ही जाता है आई थिंक. And Jibin has said, hey guys, hi Jibin. Yeah, hello. So Lapata Lady. Also, is this Kiran Rao's first movie since Dhobi Ghat?
Yes. So and according to Salman Khan, his debut.
Very funny. Very funny. तेको पता रहा है वांशु, सलमान खान ने बोल दिया ट्वीट पर, उसने लिखा her debut movie and please go watch it. अरे सब भाई को पता ही नहीं.
And किसी ने ट्वीट किया है उसका कि भाई आप उस पहली फिल्म के प्रीमियर पे गए थे. कौन सा धोबी घाट
के प्रीमियर में,
और ऐसे पूरा फोटो ही इज हगिंग आमिर खान, यू नो.
नाइस.
भूल ही गया, आउट ऑफ माइंड. Bro, but this is a better movie than Dhobi Ghat.
This is a better movie, more wholesome, more. The Dhobi Ghat was a different mood, I would say. It was a very, it was kind of trying to be an arty film.
Yeah, it was trying more than it was, but it was still a very interesting movie. That was also
interesting movie.
A good movie. But
I actually liked Amir Khan's character in that. You remember what he was like a very
Painter.
he was a
painter
very
जो एकदम
quiet
ऐसे-
painter.
And like I liked it, no? Like
Yeah.
smoking. Everybody's like
हाँ.
sitting and smoking. मुझे ऐसा लगा,
Yeah.
it's closer to the truth. You
Correct.
know?
Yeah.
ऐसा ही होगा. Of course. लोग बस सुट्टा मार के बातें करते होंगे बड़ी, मतलब ऐसा ही होगा. Even दिल चाहता has some of it, but दिल चाहता है में when they are appreciating art, they go like a little bit more emotional and romantic, and they make it a big deal कि oh they are all dissecting art. I think Dhobi Ghat kind of removes that. It's
That's what I like, actually, to be honest. That's one thing I like about
and
it.
what happens is, if I don't even remember the story at this point of Dhobi Ghat, I just remember that by just showing different lives, it kind of it's talking about class, right? That's the main thing, right? It's of course people have their own story arcs. Story arcs मुझे याद भी नहीं है. मुझे बस इतना याद है कि अगर कोई there's some people who are rich, some people who are poor, and their lives are just getting connected. Not even if they're not connected, just by showing the contrast, this overall theme comes out better. Right?
Yeah.
So
I remember, I don't know who it was, but हमारे कॉलेज में जब हम फर्स्ट ईयर में आए थे तब हमारे सीनियर्स की हमें फिल्म दिखाई जा रही थी. आई डोंट रिमेंबर हु इट वाज, बट समबडी हैड मेड अ शॉर्ट फिल्म विच वाज बेसिकली वन सीन फ्रॉम धोबी घाट. वो जो लड़की होती है ना जो इसका हैंडी कैम होता है, जो आमिर खान को मिल जाते हैं, उसके टेप्स मिल जाते हैं, वेयर शी इज टॉकिंग अबाउट हर लाइफ एंड स्टफ और वो सब. तो वो वाज देयर एज अ शॉर्ट फिल्म in that person's movie, which was very funny to me at the time. But then I realized maybe they were just trying to I guess when you're making short films, you're not just trying to be original. तुम experiment भी कर रहे हो कि can I shoot this in that way, the way I liked watching it. भूल जाता है यार इंसान, एज हो जाती है. आमिर खान को ये भी याद नहीं है कि उसने धोबी घाट में क्या किया था. आमिर सर तभी बहुत busy. Which movie did you recommend in the beginning when you guys were talking about Madgaon Express? I think we meant Urf Professor is what we were talking about.
Yeah.
So
It's on YouTube. Please watch it.
it is on YouTube. Headphones
Right.
लगा के
And-
देखो please.
and there's an opening sequence montage. You can skip it.
नहीं. We don't skip it.
I'm
I
talking
know what you're
about
talking
the
about. The
before this movie starts.
I
There's a
know.
long sequence.
मेरे को वो
of
नहीं याद है.
random,
मेरे को
By
वो नहीं
random
याद.
shots.
एकदम random shots, and you'll get carried away thinking कि हो क्या रहा है भाई,
हो
हो क्या रहा है.
हाँ.
देखते रहोगे, and then suddenly the movie starts.
I remember showing this to Himanshu,
हाँ.
and he was like, "What the hell is this?" क्योंकि वो जो sequence हम सबको याद है ना, आदित्य,
हाँ.
उसके भी पहले there's a very random, like a dream, like a hellscape kind of a sequence,
Correct.
जिसमें तू मतलब वो देखेगा तो समझ आएगा.
Okay. I'll also watch it again.
Yeah.
अरे गाड़ी चढ़ा देंगे वैसे भी आज भांग खाई होगी. Okay. No points for guessing who that was about. When do we? This is my complaint. Mr. Pring ने complaint दिया. When are we? Let's put a year to it. Let's put a number to it. When do we retire popular Bollywood related jokes, not just jokes from movies? सलमान खान गाड़ी चला देगा, विवेक ओबरॉय चाट लगाएगा, जो भी वो सब. When do we retire them? 15 years?
I don't think.
क्योंकि अमिताभ रेखा jokes are still around, you know.
They're still around, dude.
Yeah.
You can't get out of it. Amitabh is fucking like he's 80 now.
Yeah, correct.
He still is getting those
अब
jokes.
तो KBC से भी retirement ले लिया है, I think. हाँ तो
Yeah, he had a very teary-eyed kind
Yeah.
of exit from KBC.
हाँ.
Remember
360.
that weird
Bro.
time?
Remember
What weird time?
the
Sorry.
early
भरत
days?
कुछ weird time की बात कर रहा था.
भाई मैं कह रहा था SRK जब आया था.
हाँ, right. That was a very weird
Must
few years. हाँ.
Bro, वो
I liked him.
hand sanitizer था उसके साथ. याद है तुम लोग को?
नहीं था क्या?
Like you could tell side में ना sanitizer निकाल.
You could tell और दिख रहा था मैं बहुत बड़ा फर्क
नहीं
होता है.
मैंने तो देखा है, मुझे याद है.
अच्छा.
अब शायद मेरा मेमोरी फक है. वो हाथ मिलाता था, फिर हाथ पोंछता था, फिर हैंड सैनिटाइजर लगाता
fuck
था.
भाई.
सब
भाई
देख
ये
रहे हैं
सब
उसको.
कहाँ से याद आ रहा है तुझे ये?
ठीक है,
क्या है
maybe somebody in the audience can come correct me.
हाँ.
But मुझे याद है, मुझे लग रहा है कि
You're
वो
saying
sanitizer निकालता
कि
था.
शाहरुख खान कंटेस्टेंट से हाथ मिलाने के बाद यू यक करके ऐसे करता था क्या सैनिटाइजर के साथ?
नहीं छुपके से, बहुत वाइड एंगल कैमरे में दिखता था वो थोड़ा. कुछ
Okay.
पोंछ रहे हाथ ऐसे साइड में.
So yeah, also, oh yeah, that was a wild time. मैंने also another random thing I watched, इसका, what do you call it, Lalan Top का एक interview. Oh guys, check that out. Can you guys see this alert on the screen?
हाँ.
Genius has become a member of
nice.
Right.
the podcast.
Thank
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Genius, and welcome to the
But why is
WhatsApp
the
group.
name नाम जीनियस क्यों है?
अरे जो भी नाम हो हिमांशु भाई, क्या है, ग्राहक को ऐसे नहीं करते भाई. जो भी आपका जीनियस, आई थिंक यूर अ जीनियस. एंड yeah, thank you so much for joining the broker membership, and this is a great time to plug our membership program of this YouTube channel while Himanshu grabs a drink and Bharat grabs a snack, which is that if you become a paying member of the channel, you get access to our WhatsApp group. In the WhatsApp, there are two tiers. There's broker, lower tier, and party, which is a higher tier. If you become a broker, you get entry into our discontent exclusive WhatsApp group where we have about 65 people, and we're all constantly having conversation on movies and everything, and a lot of other things, and it's a really fun group. And if you become a party member, you get that, plus you get to also show up on the channel, so that's also fun. And you can sort of come here and share your opinions with us. So thank you so much for becoming a member, and bakiyo, please at least subscribe to kari do. I think लापता ladies पर आपके और क्या ख्याल है? Let's get this out of the way, because I do want to talk about YouTube channels also, and a little bit on the IPL. We're being very
Let's talk about
disciplined,
that,
guys. 46
let's
minutes
go
and
there, na?
46 minutes we've covered so much. This is a well produced podcast for a change, I think. So yeah, okay, but anything you guys both recommend लापता ladies, right? You
Yeah,
think it's
yeah.
I do,
It's
I
a
do.
very
Yeah.
good movie.
It's a
I
good
think
film.
देखना चाहिए.
Nice.
Family watch, family viewing.
It's a family film, very much like I'll recommend your family to come with you and watch it, kind of.
Great. All right, so you're welcome, Kiran Rao ma'am, and yeah, you're also welcome to becoming a member on the Discontent podcast अगर आपको चैनल में एंट्री चाहिए, बिकॉज बिना मेंबरशिप के तो हम शाहरुख खान को भी एंट्री नहीं देंगे इस चैनल के अंदर, व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप के अंदर, कितने भी वो भीख मांग ले, कितना भी सैनिटाइजर यूज़ करके हमसे हाथ मिलाए, ये नहीं होगा. So let's YouTube channels or IPL, because right now I think there's an RCB versus Punjab Kings match. No points for guessing where probably this match is going. Let's find out.
भाई पंजाब
Yeah.
मैं पंजाब को सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ इस बार.
मैं भी
You know
पंजाब,
my
मैं
favorite.
पंजाब एंड RCB. तेरा तो शिखर धवन is your favorite ना?
Shikhar Dhawan is my favorite, but their lineup is good, yeah. This time, I know they're chokers. They always bloody choke.
Yeah. Bad
And
chokers.
I was watching it with my friend. The first match, no, second match.
आज
of
एक ही था.
IPL. नहीं IPL
Oh,
की बात कर रहा हूँ.
अच्छा,
IPL
अच्छा.
का second match,
हाँ.
which was Punjab versus
Delhi. Yeah,
Delhi.
that was a good match. Yeah.
that was a good match, but I mean choke.
भाई वो भी
India side
जीता हुआ मैच ऑलमोस्ट हारते वो लोग
वही.
जीते हैं. बहुत ही रैंडम.
But Himanshu,
Wait,
you're not.
IPL start हो गया क्या?
हाँ,
चालू
स्टार्ट हो गया.
Friday को चालू हो गया.
I do want to talk a little bit about the
Fuck yeah.
IPL, because it is, I mean, everything in this country turns to IPL, turns into IPL at this time, and this time it's a double whammy, because we have both IPL and the elections. So you have both of these great events which allow for a lot of money to be spent.
So finale कब होगा IPL का?
I think
April में?
May end को होगा.
Right in time for Lok Sabha elections.
Yeah.
मतलब elections मई में है कि अप्रैल में?
मई में और
May में
28
है.
दिन चलेंगे.
हाँ.
28 दिन का कुछ इलेक्शन साइकिल है इस बार.
Fuck
पूरा
यार.
So-
it's like going to be a whole thing.
Bharat, you are backing Punjab for winning. This is your
I'm backing
belief,
Punjab in the IPL.
not your matlab, not what you think will win. You just want them
think-
to win.
I
Think
have
तो
not
क्या
yet
है?
made a thinking kind of assessment, which I will leave to you, the expert.
अरे expert, okay, nice.
Because you follow ना, तुझे सबके
हाँ.
squad तो पता ही है.
मेरे को सबके बहुत embarrassing बात है, but हाँ पता है मेरे को. तो so I think
मुझे बता दो किसको फॉलो करना है. मैं
तुझे-
उनको देख लूंगा.
I think just when in doubt, you can just follow Chennai
RCB.
generally, or
नहीं,
RCB.
चेन्नई.
RCB will
Like
just cause
Chennai,
heartbreak.
Mumbai, RCB.
Yeah.
हाँ. RCB is like the thing that you always want to root for,
हाँ.
but they will end up losing.
Yeah.
It's like I'm assuming Arsenal, but I can be wrong.
You know what will happen if I think if I may make a bold prediction myself, which is, I want RCB to win. So before I say what I'm about to say, just remember that I like Virat Kohli and I want him to win. But what if they never win and then Kohli retires and they immediately win that season? ठीक है भाई, वो तो अलग ही सीन्स हो जाएंगे, तो मजा आ
भाई
जाएगा.
हिमांशु तुझे पता है ना क्या हुआ? So
क्या?
Women Premier League पिछले साल चालू हुई and it's in the second edition.
हाँ.
RCB won.
RCB women won this year. Yeah.
I heard this. So there were a lot of memes about that. ना कि कोहली, कि somebody I read this that कोहली ने कल रात को मेरे को, the captain of the WPL RCB team said that it's like a quote from her that last night I got a call from Virat about pointers about captaincy. Thank God I didn't pick it up. Something like that.
नहीं अभी तो वो लोग खुद ही अपने जितने भी कंटेंट पीसेस करते हैं ना वो उन सब पे वो लोग खुद ही अभी अपने आप पर मजाक उड़ाते हैं, बिकॉज़ अभी कोई चॉइस नहीं है अब उनके पास. But
RCB का social media सबसे strong है by the way.
They are the third most engaged sports team on social media. I think behind Real Madrid and Liverpool. Any sports. Real Madrid, Liverpool, and Royal Challengers Bengaluru. So these three are the top three, which is
and
crazy.
Fans are if you go to Bangalore, by the way, there's actual crowd. Like there's actual support. Proper उनके मैंने एक देखा है उनका जो क्राइस्ट रोड है यार, कौन सी रोड है मुझे भूल रहा है.
हाँ पता है, क्राइस्ट कॉलेज जहाँ पर है. हाँ
नहीं वहाँ नहीं, वो
ओके सॉरी मेरे को नहीं पता. फिर
MG रोड में, हाँ MG रोड में there is like a huge, नहीं चर्च स्ट्रीट, चर्च स्ट्रीट में
चलो
they have this fucking open air bar, पूरा ऐसा promenade है जहाँ पे बड़ी सी स्क्रीन में दिख रहा है, so the whole street can watch every RCB game. And my friend from Bangalore told me कि every RCB game is a sold out thing. So it's a huge fucking deal now. But they always lose.
Aditya, you met some cricketers on.
Oh yeah, I.
Where did you go? Dharamshala.
I went to Dharamshala to watch the test match because real cricket enjoyer over here. But Dharamshala में मैंने देखा मस्त मैच था. It was great. Although I had predicted that ये 3 दिन में खत्म हो जाएगा, कि मैंने होटल का भी 3 nights का ही किया था. मेरे को पता था ये लोग से और नहीं होने वाला. So was a great time. But more than that, I did the Triund trek. I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but I did the
I saw it in a story.
Yeah, udhar I ran into the whole England team which was also doing the trek, looking super depressed. And मैंने बेन स्टोक्स से बात की. बेन स्टोक्स से मैंने बोला फोटो, उसने मना कर दिया फोटो के लिए. I was like fine. देखो अनुराग कश्यप, नॉर्मल लोग भी होते हैं ऐसे जो आपको पोलाइटली पूछते हैं फिर छोड़ देते हैं आपको अकेले, ठीक है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. So I also met Brendan McCullum, which was even cooler.
Which is the coolest thing, dude. Like,
yeah, he's one of the coolest figures in modern, at least in our lifetime in cricket. I think he was the first guy to hit 100 in the IPL also. उसने पहले मैच में ही मार दिया था 100. KKR.
Deccan Chargers.
KKR versus कोई तो था, and KKR के लिए उसने, I think उसी ने मारा था 100 in the first match. I still remember. So I think this is a very interesting season because अगले साल mega auction होने वाला है, तो a lot of things will get shuffled.
Wait, what's that?
Mega auction is
mega
when
auction?
तो every year there is an auction, but क्या होता है हर साल every team can retain a majority of their players. They don't have to release everybody. They have to release some but not all. So they can usually retain their core. Mega auction में you can only retain 4 players. तो सबको अपने आटे दाल का भाव पता चल जाता है कि मेरी कितनी वैल्यू है इस चीज़ में. एंड दोज प्राइसेस आल्सो आई थिंक फिक्स होते हैं उनके कुछ, तो कि 15 करोड़ 10 करोड़ 12 करोड़ और 8 करोड़, मतलब वो हायरार्की में. तो आई थिंक इट विल बी फैसिनेटिंग टू सी नेक्स्ट ईयर वेदर आई कांट बिलीव वी आर आस्किंग दिस क्वेश्चन, बट इफ रोहित शर्मा विल बी रिटेन्ड by Mumbai Indians, because there's Hardik, there's Bumrah, and Hardik is their new captain. They are going to retain him. Bumrah is going to be retained. Who else? Sky is going to be retained. Okay. So will they retain Ishan Kishan or will they retain Rohit Sharma? Is a massive or somebody else. So it is a little bit wild this season. Also because T20 World Cup is coming up, and अभी उसमें MI का बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ हुई है हिमांशु. आई डोंट नो इफ यू नो दिस, आई नो यू डोंट नो दिस, विच इज़ कि रोहित शर्मा हैज़ लेड मुंबई इंडियंस टू 5 championship victories. He is the most successful IPL captain after Thala. Okay.
No, he's tied with Thala, no?
Tied with Thala. So उसी ने उसके ही अंडर सारे जीते हैं।
चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स एंड मुंबई इंडियंस, राइट?
भाई
दोनों ने 5-5 जीते हैं।
16 सीजन हुए हैं एंड 10 खाली इन 2 टीम
16 हो गए क्या?
हाँ,
I
ये
feel like
17वां
I
ये
remember
17वां
the first
सीजन।
IPL clearly.
हाँ
16 साल हो गए क्या उसको?
उम्र हो गई भाई, हमारी भी उम्र हो गई, 30 के हो गए
I
सब।
remember the first IPL. That was the only one which I followed a little bit.
Correct.
And I remember मुझे लगा कि यार 4-5 हुए होंगे, 7 हुए होंगे, 16 हो गए।
हाँ so
Okay,
I think
बताओ।
तो because these two have won, अब ड्रामा ये हुआ है कि हार्दिक पांड्या who was Gujarat Titans का captain for the last 2 years, but he was a star player and pretty much a product of Mumbai Indians. उधर से he grew as a player and became the star he is. And what happened is after Mumbai let him go and he went to Gujarat, he led Gujarat to 2 finals as a captain and won one of them, which
One
was
victory,
yeah, he won one of them, and the second one they last year they reached the final. So great record. And इस साल randomly they made like a trade. They offered Hardik Pandya, Reliance ने I guess offered हमारे सबके पैसे का जो भी उन्होंने उनको दिया सर को, and he made the switch. Now he made the switch on one condition, that now I'm going to be captain. Why would I leave a team where I'm captain to come to your team where somebody else is captain? Except that somebody else is also Team India captain. So he's replaced Rohit and there's a lot of drama. So that is going to be, and कल के गेम में तो भाई
He has
जो
replaced.
मचा दिया
हो गया।
हो
हाँ,
गया
भाई।
now
He
Hardik
is
is the
now
captain.
the captain.
Yesterday he had his first match against Gujarat Titans in Ahmedabad, okay, and the whole crowd booed him. मतलब booed Hardik Pandya. This is his home ground, by the way. He comes from Gujarat.
Shit.
So
भाई जीता कौन कल?
कल गुजरात जीता, तो MI हारा, and it was totally a captaincy failure. They would have won otherwise. It was actually a proper captaincy decision to not bat up the order, which lost them the game. The other thing is कि Hardik Pandya will in the match that just happened, by Rohit almost always fields at like mid on. Okay, Bharat, you know what mid on mid off is, right? भाई उसको बाउंड्री पे भेज दिया रोहित शर्मा को, लॉन्ग ऑन लॉन्ग ऑफ पे बाउंड्री राइडिंग करने के लिए भेज दिया, which is a very big middle finger to a very
it's a demotion.
yeah it is
proper
you are not in the circle,
But
you are
is
not in the decision
is
making
Rohit
circle.
not in form? Is something up
He
with
is
him?
not in great form, but
यार,
कल अच्छा खेला था.
उसका लेकिन ना एक और कॉन्स्पिरेसी है जो मोहम्मद कैफ ने फ्यूल किया है, इफ यू रिमेम्बर आदित्य.
हाँ
सो दिस इज अ लार्जर कॉन्स्पिरेसी हिमांशु. दिस इज नॉट जस्ट ये नेशनल लेवल पे जाती है.
BCCI का some shit.
तो बता आदित्य, डू यू नो दिस?
क्या चीज?
डू यू नो अबाउट व्हाट मोहम्मद कैफ सेड इन दिस?
ओ हाँ, ललन टॉप का भाई मैंने पूरा देखा वो.
मैं पूरा नहीं देखा, तो तू बता कि व्हाट इज द थिंग दैट हैज कम आउट.
तो मोहम्मद कैफ ने बोला. हाँ
मैं कॉन्टेक्स्ट देता हूँ हिमांशु को. अभी वर्ल्ड कप हुआ था, आईसीसी वर्ल्ड कप, लाइक द मेन थिंग.
हाँ जिसकी हमने बात की
इंडिया
थी इस पॉडकास्ट में. हाँ
इंडिया में हुआ था एंड इंडिया वर द एब्सोल्यूट फेवरेट्स. इट वाज लाइक इंडिया ही जीतने वाला है, इंडिया को दे ही दो. बेस्ट स्क्वाड एवर, बेस्ट एवरीथिंग. वी वन 10 मैचेस एट अ रो, व्हिच वाज नो अदर टीम. फाइनल में आके हक दिया.
एंड उसका मोहम्मद कैफ ने ये बोला कि बेसिकली क्या होता है, जहाँ पर भी अगर आप किसी भी कंट्री के होम में जाके आप कोई भी टूर्नामेंट खेल रहे हो, तो नेचुरली जो पिच होता है, विच इज़ ऑलवेज द डिसाइडिंग फैक्टर, लाइक हाउ द पिच विल प्ले आउट विल डिक्टेट हाउ द गेम विल गो, राइट. तो एक होता है आप एक स्टैंडर्ड फ्लैट पिच बना दो विच इज़ गुड फॉर बैटिंग, एंड देन इट्स मोर लाइक हूएवर स्कोर्स, it's a free flowing pitch and everyone can score. What happened is that usually actually it's not like the team has control, direct control, but you kind of do have control, क्योंकि अब पिच क्यूरेटर तो इंडियन ही है. आप उसके आके बोल सकते हो कि भाई ज़्यादा घास डाल, कम ड्राई कर, उस पर क्रैक्स ला, जो भी है वो सब कर सकते हो आप. तो what Mohammad Kaif has revealed is that he was there at the stadium for 3 days till in the run up to the final, and Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid came every day and he saw them properly give instructions to the pitch curator. They fucked the pitch, they cooked the pitch in a way to support spin. They made it a slower pitch, thinking that Australia will fuck up on this and that they will win the toss, except India lost the toss. Australia bowled first, which kind of already on a pitch like that decided who was going to win, because if they could restrict India, which they did. So he revealed that basically India cooked the pitch and we lost because of overthinking by
Rohit
Indian
Sharma
administration.
and so
crazy.
now this is also being said in meme circles, at least I know, कि इसका demotion का डायरेक्ट या इनडायरेक्ट रीजन यही है कि भाई तुमने इंडिया को हरवा दिया।
भाई हर 19th तारीख को पता है वो आ
Messing
जाते
up,
हैं, खड़ा हूँ आज भी मैं, वो जो गाने के साथ वो लोग स्टेडियम से रोते हुए जा रहे हो, हर महीने आ जाता है वो एक एडिट।
क्योंकि लोगों ने भाई 2-2 लाख 3-3 लाख रुपए दिए थे टिकट के, एंड दे वर लाइक हाँ भाई जीत रहे हैं। एंड if you really have time ना हिमांशु, go
जाके
watch
देखो सबका शक्ल देखो जाके, if I have the time।
नहीं भाई व्लॉग्स देख लंबे 20-20 मिनट के, एवरी बॉल पे रिएक्टिंग, ओ हो कोई नहीं हो जाएगा आएगा। अरे
और भाई मोहम्मद कैफ रोने लग गया था फाइनल के एंड पर, यू नो कि बहुत ही बुरा लग गया सर को, बहुत लोग
बियर बाइसेप्स भी रोया होगा आई एम श्योर।
ओके, ये एक अच्छा सिल्वर लाइनिंग आ गया।
Is messing with the pitch illegal?
It is technically illegal, but there is no way to prove it. How are you going to prove it? Pitch curator बोलेगा हाँ मैंने किया, मेरा दिमाग से किया, क्या है? उसको खाली एक बार बोलना ही तो है ना, हाँ भाई समझ गया ना तू, कुछ बोलने की भी जरूरत नहीं है, उसको खाली बोलना है समझ गया बस उतनी बात है वो।
ऑल्सो ये काफी टाइम से होते भी आ रहा है, मतलब ये माना जाता है, मतलब वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल में नहीं माना जाता, लेकिन जब फॉर एग्जांपल कंट्री कम्स एंड टूर्स द अदर कंट्री, इट इज काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग कि वो लोग अपने पिच को बेटर समझते हैं।
नहीं वहां पर तो होता ही है, आई थिंक वहां पर तो एब्सोल्युटली होता है, बिकॉज दैट इज टेस्ट मैचेस में सबसे ज्यादा होता है ना, जैसे इंडिया विल मेक अ डस्ट बॉल, हम लोग ऑस्ट्रेलिया न्यूजीलैंड जाते हैं तो फुल ग्रीन ही हो जाती है, फुल ग्रास ही होती है वो पिच पर खाली, सो
तो इतना चलता है, सो इट्स लाइक दैट ग्रे एरिया where you can't be screwed over.
You are allowed to tip the scales. These guys flipped the scales. And that went against us, which is very embarrassing, because if you do that, if you go that extra mile, you better win, you know. So but anyway, coming back to the IPL, I think very interesting season. I want RCB to win, I want PBKs, I want somebody new to win ideally, but I do think I think my prediction is I think Thala is taking it again this year. They look just too strong. Very good, fucking insane side.
एक बात बताओ, धोनी ने didn't
Sorry.
retire from IPL?
He didn't retire. Last year he won and he didn't retire. But one more thing.
2 साल पहले
भाई जो हाँ sorry मैं excited हो जाता हूँ क्रिकेट को लेकर थोड़ा सा।
क्या हो रहा है?
2 साल पहले उसको पूछा था कि आर यू रिटायरिंग, क्या बोला था उसने यार, धोनी ने कुछ एक वर्ड का रिस्पांस दिया, नहीं
मेरे को वो नहीं याद, बट लास्ट ईयर भी उसको पूछा था, डे बिफोर 2 साल पहले भी उसको पूछा था कि,
और हर बार वो कहता है नो नॉट येट।
भाई अभी सिर्फ आईपीएल खेल रहे राइट धोनी,
only IPL dude, and he has a very clear plan. He's working on his wicket keeping and he's working on his death hitting, like power hitting. तो भाई वो खाली मसल अपने बना रहा है बहुत ज़्यादा, और वो खाली उसको पता है वो 10 बॉल खेलेगा हर मैच मैक्स, if that, तो he just has to score whatever a good amount in those 10 balls, which he can. The reason I said CSK is because, bro, if anyone who can make Ajinkya Rahane one of the most dangerous power play batters in IPL in 2024, a guy who was going at base price, who was not even being selected, I think that is a team to be reckoned with anytime. I think they are more likely to win.
But okay, context to Himanshu, Ajinkya Rahane was like a very tuk player, okay. But they kind of transformed him into not just a aggressive player, but the most aggressive player in the IPL.
He's only in the test side. अभी तो वो भी नहीं. अभी तो he's not even in the test side of India. पर वो खाली test में था when these guys picked him up. Yeah. So
अभी सिर्फ IPL में है क्या?
नहीं वो खेलता है, अजिंक्य रहाणे खेलता है, बट इंडिया में नहीं खेलता. ही प्लेज रणजी, भाई अभी जीता वो रणजी मुंबई के लिए.
वही मैं बोल रहा था कि फर्स्ट क्लास.
पुजारा वाज आल्सो पार्ट ऑफ सीएसके. they are called the dad's army also, which is that they have all the a lot of old players, but they still fucking do it, man, and they're just really good. Plus Stephen Fleming is their coach, who's another great player.
Stephen Fleming, Himanshu, is the ex-captain of New Zealand. I think World Cup winning.
They've never won the World Cup. New Zealand has never won. और have they? I don't think New Zealand जीता है क्या? कोई बताओ प्लीज चैट में. Anyway, तो ये था IPL का डिस्कशन. वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. वैसे स्कोर क्या हुआ? एक स्कोर अपडेट देते हैं लोगों को. लेट्स सी व्हाट. वो तेरे सामने चल रहा है भाई, मैंने टीवी पे बंद किया.
116 क्या है भाई?
118 for 4. This is crazy. Why the fuck are they
चल भाई खत्म करते हैं.
ये तो हार रहे भाई RCB with Virat on strike. 67 of 44.
भाई can I watch Virat now? चलो
या लेट्स डू दैट. बट नहीं, YouTube के रिकमेंडेशन नहीं करने के, YouTube वाले. या वो अगली बार करते हैं.
Maybe let's ask people to recommend something on the chat.
हाँ आज तुम लोग रेकमेंड करो. Why don't we turn this around? हम लोग मैच देखते हैं थोड़ा सा. तुम लोग रेकमेंड करो कि क्या. Why भरत always in a hurry to leave? Mr. Pink कह रहा है भरत have some shame. This is a member telling us भाई.
Seriously.
हाँ.
Bharat, अब set your ass down on this. Okay.
चलो भाई बैठ गया.
Distract हो गया भाई साहब. तो 59 of 30 भरत देख रहा है ना तो. Yeah. Watch along करते. You guys wanna try a watch along? I can change the
Can we
title
do that?
also. We can do
But we
that. For
can't,
क्या?
no.
नहीं we can do that as in हम लोग इधर कर सकते हैं ना. We won't put it here. We can watch it and react. तो
right.
yeah. तो if you guys want to do
ऐसे,
a
I
RCB.
think people can watch along, like you can.
No. People. This is how people do watch alongs. उधर मैच चल रहा है और इधर तुम बात कर रहे हो. वैसा होता है. तो ये we can talk a little bit about YouTube अगर तुमको करना है तो. We can talk about a couple of.
ये watch along कभी और करेंगे. ये एकदम ही impromptu मत कर.
हाँ क्रिकेट फैंस के लिए वासे हबीब यूट्यूब चैनल. थैंक यू. वासे हबीब वो बंदा है मेरे को पता है इसकी बात कर रहा है. हाँ करेक्ट.
वासे हबीब भाई. वासे हबीब.
कूल. वॉच अलोंग. पीपल आर सेइंग वॉच अलोंग. चलो तुम लोग बताओ वॉच अलोंग करें या हम लोग बंद करें या हम लोग कुछ डिस्कशन करें. तो
लेट अस डिस्कस समथिंग. भाई अपना जो प्लान था YouTube का वो करते हैं.
4.
Then we
ओके. या
4 लग गया क्या?
या
मानिक 4 है अभी.
71 of 45. Are we going towards another legendary 82 of 52 balls for Kohli?
Tell me the score, na? What the fuck is happening?
Okay, wait, I'll tell you the score. The score is 123 for 4 RCB with 54 runs to win off 28 balls basically.
जीत जाएंगे ना यार ये तो.
हो जाएगा.
जीत जाना चाहिए. With Kohli on strike, Anuj Rawat on strike.
भाई मैं तो पंजाब को सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ.
Short. Oh fuck. 4.
भाई तू किस पे देख रहा है? तेरे पहले कैसे आ रहा है?
जियो सिनेमा पे मैं देख रहा हूँ.
Jio
सभी
cinema पे देख रहा है.
पूरा दुनिया जियो सिनेमा है भाई अभी.
क्योंकि हमारे में 4 मिनट मतलब चौका तू बोलता है फिर उसके बाद लगता है इधर. अभी लग रहा है चौका.
हाँ.
Anyway. भाई
Hey, 360 seconds has said no, don't take me seriously. I'm Agrima Goyal. I think this is Agrima Goyal only from our college. Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, nice to see you, man. Batchmate of us from college. She also, I think, does a streaming. Screens movies in Jaipur. So,
dude, 2 of our batchmates are doing that now. One of them in
yeah, Shubhika is also doing that in Mumbai. I saw that,
Yeah.
and they're called Chat Chitra Talkies. I was very.
Chat Chitra, it's Chat Chitra.
Chat.
Oh, I thought Chat. Okay, Chat Chitra Talkies. So very similar to our
Chat
other
Chitra.
friends, Chal Chitra Talks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is very cool, man. Everyone doing great stuff. I think हमें भी कभी ना कभी discontent screenings रखनी चाहिए at some point. This is a good
I think हमें ना एक film festival ही organize करना चाहिए.
discontent
film
film
festival से
festival.
याद है. I
We
want to
should
recommend
charge
the
people for their submissions so that we watch it. So like,
By the way, she has
1
said
lakh rupees.
she has said I screen films in Jaipur Film Soup. So please go look up Jaipur Film Soup and follow them also. Harshal Patel coming back to RCB to Chinnaswamy. He was earlier in RCB
yeah.
और भाई पिट रहा है. 30 रन पड़ चुके हैं इसको 2.4 में. 2 4s
अभी अगला क्या है? अभी डॉट के बाद क्या हुआ है?
डॉट के बाद कुछ नहीं हुआ. अभी जा रहे हो बॉल डालने हर्षल पटेल. He was called Purple Patel in that one season where he took, you know that ना, एक सीजन में उसने बहुत विकेट ले लिए थे, उसको पर्पल पटेल बोल दिया था लोगों ने. बट वो थोड़ा तुक्का टाइप ही था भाई वो. So
अच्छा चल खत्म करते हैं भाई. अब मैच देख
wide. Okay. हाँ, I think YouTube recommendations, YouTube channels we love. We only love one YouTube channel, Discontent YouTube channel. Please subscribe. We will talk about this other time. I will change the title of today's episode appropriately with other clickbaity things. So yeah, I think we're done for this episode. Let's do recos. Go for it.
Yeah.
I think you guys go ahead.
हिमांशु तू बता क्योंकि तू मैच भी नहीं
I really don't have because मैं तो previously whatever I watched I spoke about it in the last one and this one. बीच में मैंने कुछ भी नहीं देखा है, hardly anything. I was playing Hogwarts Legacy the whole time, so I don't know how to recommend that. But you guys go ahead.
Okay. Bharat, what is your recommendation?
यार I don't. It's not like a recommendation. एक second, I'll get the book and show you. So meanwhile तू बता दे.
Yeah, but before I give you my recommendation, Arnab Kundu has said, but कभी करते हैं watch along, plan करके आना. 100% Bharat, I think we can definitely do a watch along for the. Let's do it for the final or for a very spicy match.
Yeah.
You know, let's do it for maybe Gambhir v Kohli जब होगा वापस KKR versus RCB. Gone. Kohli
Who's
gone. Kohli gone.
Kohli gone?
Yeah. Kohli gone.
King
Khatam,
होगा
Tata,
अपने
bye
घर का
bye. हाँ. And he's giving the shock Pikachu face also. Reddit R cricket वाले लोगों को ये reference पता होगा. Sorry. So yeah. मजा आ गया
अच्छा
भरत.
मेरा ये है भाई. This is
प्रतिद्वंदी.
my,
अच्छा.
So any film
Manikda.
lovers.
हाँ.
So this has a foreword by Mr. Manikda. And it's a Himanshu, have you watched this film? I think Himanshu
No,
को अच्छी लगी.
I've not seen it. I'll watch it though.
Please watch it. It's very Hollywoodian in a way, and it's.
Is it the one about the actor?
No, that is Nayak.
Okay, sorry.
This is Pratidwandi. Aditya, you will also really like it because it's. Have you watched it?
I have not. That's the only one which I have not.
It's your
watched.
genre basically. It's the genre which all of your films are.
Okay, thank you.
So,
मैं एक बार
watch
देखता हूँ ये. By the way, can I just एक बार वापस से उठाइए book को and show it to our viewers. Can I just show you the contrast in the year of our Lord 2024? एक साइड पे हमारे पॉडकास्ट पर वी आर डूइंग IPL वॉच अलोंग और सत्यजीत रे की किताब भी हमने सत्यजीत नहीं सॉरी किसी और की किताब हमने साथ में रखी है. तो देख रहे हो हमारे साथ आपको you get a bit of everything. You get a bit of everything. That's why you should subscribe to this content. My recommendation and adding to the variety of things we offer you is a game that I absolutely love, which I have recommended before, but there has been a major update. This is a game called Suzerain. I also made Bharat buy that game. पर उसका PC इतना कचरा है कि वो उस पर कुछ नहीं चलता. So Himanshu, you can consider buying this, but Suzerain is a narrative game where you play the dictator, not dictator, but a newly elected president of a country, of a fictional country, but it's based on real life. उसका नया अपडेट आया है called Kingdom of Rizia, which is a neighboring country now within that universe which you can play, and that is a monarchy, like sort of like a Saudi Arabia kind of a thing. So it's released literally tonight on Steam.
Where can you play?
Steam से तो download कर सकता है.
So PC, right?
PC.
Steam works with
It's also
anything
on the
else?
phone. I think it's also on the phone.
Phone, PC, Mac. I
So-
played it on the Mac. Yeah.
So Suzerain and उसका जो expansion आया Kingdom of Rizia, I am going to play Kingdom of Rizia tonight for sure क्योंकि I love that game and highly recommended. The other thing I want to recommend, another game, my personal favorite game of the last 10 years, and it's a big thing for me at least because I play a lot of games and for me to put it so high is very weird. It's a game called Hades. Hades won a lot of awards a few years ago. It is based on whatever that is Greek mythology, right? Hades is Greek, right?
Of course.
You are Hades' son Zagreus, and you fight. It's like a fighting game, old school fighting top-down game, and it has just released on Netflix game, so you can download it on your phones as long as you have a good enough phone. You can run it.
And you're saying this is your favorite game?
This is one of my favorite. Yeah, this is my favorite game of the last 10 years. It has a great story. It has amazing mechanics, and it has some of the best art, sound, music, graphics, everything. It is an absolutely amazing game. Even the dialogue in it is so well written, and it is immensely replayable. It is one of those things कि you can have a different weapon set every time. तो इस पर आप बहुत अपना टाइम बर्बाद कर सकते हो. I would highly recommend Hades for anyone because it's now on the phone. So I think, and it will really it works as a phone game also. कि मैंने तो PC पे खेली थी, but
people have called it.
Yeah.
You're right. I mean, on Wikipedia it says it's cited among the greatest video games of all time.
Yeah, 100%. It is one of the best. Now podcast is in with a recommendation. Now podcast has said Dave Attell's special coming out tomorrow. Please watch. I will definitely watch that. It's on Netflix.
Who's Dave Attell?
Dave Attell. मैं Attell हूँ. Dave Attell is. I haven't really watched this comic before, so this should be fun. I will check
An
it out.
underrated comic recommending an underrated.
यही I think if you will get the reference क्योंकि जब शाश्वत हमारे एपिसोड पे आया था उसने कहा था कि underrated सबको भैंचोद underrated ही बोलते रहते हैं कब over. I think वही सपना है ना सबको eventually it would be better to be called over.
Out. Fuck off.
रिव्यू कर रहा है वो.
रिव्यू कर दिया.
मैं देखा नहीं. चलो okay. I think match is getting very interesting. 1:30 for 5. Kohli is out. Dinesh Karthik and Anur Rawat are on strike. RCB,
Yeah.
Mr. Pink says. What a great note to end. E Sala Cup naam de. Chalo. Good night. Bye bye.
Okay.